Hello everybody, in today's video I've got an average of 12 and I'm using the Fangshi Shuang Ren, and now you can see the performance of this puzzle while being speed solved over and over again. My first topic is going to be about this puzzle, and there's two sections. The first is the name, okay, and the second is where I see this puzzle going in the future. Alright, so let's talk about the name, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I've made a few videos on this puzzle already, and I've always pronounced it the name Fangshi Shuang Ren. Fangshi being the brand name, sort of like Dayan, and Shuang Ren being the model name, sort of like Guhong or Zhanqi and stuff. But the problem is that some people have gotten offended of the way that I pronounce this, because I'm not pronouncing it with Asian dialect. You know, I don't have an Asian accent, and they're telling me, some people have been downright mean, to be honest, like sending me personal messages telling me I'm an idiot because I'm not pronouncing it right and I'm misinforming the public. And the only reason I bring this up is just because of how stupid and silly something like this is. If you guys remember back to when the Zhanqi first came out, a lot of people got kind of mad in the comment sections being like, you're not pronouncing it properly, it has to be pronounced Zhanqi, or however it was. But that kind of died off because nobody cares. I mean, I know that some people care, but don't care. I mean, why do you care? You know, people have different accents. I'm not going to go to some Asian people in Canada who speak English with an Asian accent and get mad at them because they can't say it perfectly. You know what I mean? This is an English alphabet, and if you rearrange these, you can actually spell Fangshi Shuang Ren. Now, the way it's spelled on here, and I'm only doing this because it seems like some people need a kindergarten lesson, is because when an English person reads this, that's how they're going to say it. Fangshi Shuang Ren. I don't have an Asian accent. How am I supposed to know? You know, so for all those people who sent me hate comments and hate messages about how stupid I am because I'm not informing the product properly, here's some cream for you, and please apply it heavily to the part of your butt that is hurt. Alright, so let's talk about where I see this puzzle going. I put a post on Facebook saying, give me some ideas for topics here. And one of them was, where do you see this puzzle? Is it going to replace the main? Is this the new hot topic, you know, the hot puzzle that's going to be on the market? And it's hard for me to say yes or no to that because this is just my opinion. Some cubes work for some people more than they do other people. You know, like I like the Zhanqi, but a lot of people preferred the Guhong version too. Some people even preferred a cube like the Lingyun. Some people still use alphas and F2s and stuff, you know. It's totally different, but I think that for the majority of the people, they like the Dayan cubes. I mean, Dayan reigns high. You know, they're world record cubes, and most people prefer the Zhanqi. Out of all the Dayan cubes, I would say from what I've seen in the community, my opinion is that most people prefer the Dayan Zhanqi. And I think that the Shuang Ren lives up to that plus more. But that's my opinion. You know, personally, I think that people will prefer this puzzle over any Dayan puzzle. That's my preference, and that's why I say that. Now, don't quote me on that. You might not like it. You know what I mean? It might be too fast, too slick for you, all that kind of stuff. So where do I see this puzzle going? It's hard to say. I hope that people start using it because it is such a good cube. And I actually got a decent average. I got my average on here. Okay, maybe a little bit, you know, worse than my usual average, but I'm not used to white cubes. But the more I play with this thing, the more used to I'm getting, you know, with my recognition with colors on the white plastic. So anyways, it's hard for me to say where I think this puzzle is going to go, but I think it's going to go far. Okay, and I always said I don't think there'll be anything better than a Zhanqi, and I think this is, you know, so it goes to show me that maybe there's even going to be something better than this. Who knows? Alright, so my other topic is going to be on my Shapeways shop. Now, a lot of you on Facebook know about this. I don't think I've said it on YouTube yet, but I'm going to be opening my own Shapeways shop. I've got a puzzle coming out in probably 3 weeks to a month or so, and I think you will all be pleasantly surprised at what it is and for the price because it's a Shapeways shop. You know, Shapeways stuff is pretty expensive, and of course it's going to be a little bit more expensive than your average cube because it's 3D printed and it costs a lot. But I have a huge opportunity here to show you guys something that I really want to show you. And then shortly after that will come another puzzle as well. However, the person who's creating that for me, designing it, isn't really getting back to me. So I don't really know what's going to happen with that because it's been a while since I've heard from the person. So I hope he's okay. Anyways, I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, it's I'm really excited. I can't wait. Honestly, like, I'm waiting right now for some more money to come in so I can start the process of this. And yeah. Wow, I feel my commentary is over. Now I'm kind of burning time till it's over. But anyway, I'll tell you guys, today was my first day back to work painting tennis courts, and I'm kind of beat anyway, so I'm glad this one's a little bit short. It's also short. They're getting shorter because my times are getting faster. Speaking of that, let's look at the average. My best time here is a 15.81. My worst time is a 19.73, and my average is 17.42. So that's about good. I'm averaging a low 17, high 16. I've been there for quite a while, so hopefully I move past that pretty soon. Anyways, I hope you all are having a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.